Test, test. We're going to go ahead and start the open class show. The first class will be a Hereford class with one exhibitor, Kean Morris.
I'm your ring help today.
We're going to start off the open class show here this morning. Young man brings us a March Hereford heifer calf, really correctly designed. I think a female that has a lot of future in front of her. She's still relatively lean and green as she is supposed to be at this point in her life, but she's got a good muscle shape running through her. She appears correct in her structure. I think the young man's going to have a good project as she continues on feed and maybe gets exhibited as a yearling, but probably just as importantly, I read her body and her structure to be the kind to go out and make a very, very good brood cow. So congratulations. Thank you for bringing your March heifer calf out here.
Our second class will be a Maine and Jew class shown by Amelia Johnson.
The black and white heifer is our lone entry in our Maine on Jew show. Young lady said this is a female that they raised themselves. She was born on March 1st. I think a female that's really ready to go today as far as condition. You can see that in her body type, and she's the right kind of body type, really true in her forerib. A lot of muscle in this heifer as you study her from front to rear. I think structurally she's put together nice. We could probably see a little more flex out of her hind leg, but the big picture of things is that's a nice female the young lady brings to us in this class.
Our next class will be a shorthorn class. This is a steer, and it's shown by Squire Johnson.
Big growthy January shorthorn steer calf here, really straight in his lines, a nice neck kind of calf. I think he's going to be a good performer as he's shown here early in his life. He's got a big wide pin set into him from behind. We could probably just neaten up him in terms of the shape of his hock, give him a little more lower quarter, but a long-bodied, straight-lined shorthorn steer calf.
Our next class in the ring will be a Shorthorn Plus heifer, shown by Emberlyn Johnson.
Shorthorn Plus, a red heifer here, really stout, very opened up and widened her skeleton. Just in a few steps here in the ring, this female can get out and trot. She's got big feet and stout legs, and she moves them really loosely. Maybe at a calf stage where she's fighting a halter and trying to settle in, she can look a little awkward in how her feet and legs are designed, but I think that'll pay dividends the older she gets and the more she's shown, because to be that massive and that stout and still be able to move like she does is a very intriguing animal to go ahead and exhibit for this next year. Congratulations with your single entry in this January calf class.
The next class in the ring will be our Scimitar heifer, shown by Tayton Warder.
A yearling Scimitar female the young man brings to us out here, getting some good show ring experience young in his life, but he's got a good female. She's long-bodied, she's got some muscle shape to her. You could maybe deepen her up through her flank, but at this stage in the game, she's good and honest in her condition. Her feet and legs appear to be appropriate for her to last a long time as she's turned out to grass and her show ring life is over. So congratulations to the young man as we continue to work through this open beef cattle show.
At this time, we'll have all the breeds come back and we'll pick an overall champion and reserve champion open class animal.
All right, well, as we conclude our open beef cattle show here, we know we have 5 cattle out in front of us, and with a steer and 4 heifers, we have a lot to think about as you go to select your champion, your reserve champion out here, because it's kind of like picking how each would be the most competitive maybe within their own category as you maybe move on and advance beyond the county fair level here, and you get to another show ring and see, you know, which one within their particular breed will be the most competitive, or within their own show, the breeding heifer or the steer show. I think you can honestly justify picking about any one of these, because I think as they move on to that next level, depending on how they stack up against their contemporaries, you could have a wide variety of outcomes. I'm going to tell you the 2, or I'll select the 2 that I like the best, and I would probably take them home in that order if I was going home to compete in the show ring with any of these animals. So I'll show you the 2 I like, but it takes a lot of work and effort to get the cattle brought out here. We got a nice crowd started here this morning while it's still cool. Let's put our hands together and congratulate these open beef cattle exhibitors.
I don't know how they do that.
I just wanted to sign it,
Add
and I'll
it,
get
add it in the board.
Okay.
And I'll just sign this one.
Yeah, we'll do it all.
I don't feel like doing one. No, I just